looking to end the drought. Goes up again with 1 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it.
Basket in this period.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. From deep. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Barnes. Out left to the wing. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Second chance effort. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Now here's Siakam. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns sends that shot back.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam, no good.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Outside Conley. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. The three is up. And they get it back. Back to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. And the three off target.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Here's Towns. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
The Raptors with a lead. Here's Benton. Sinks it from distance. 5 points in the game.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Back to Conley. Picked by Gobert. To the middle. Achua with a steal. Here comes Toronto on the push.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. Here's Benton. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Some changes for Minnesota. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Prince. Can they get it? Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Cousins has got his first basket.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
Anunoby on the wing. Cousins comes with the double team. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Van Vliet right side. Pass to Achua. The kick out to Van Vliet. The three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Prince. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And here's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Rivers. The three is up. Prince can't hit. Here's Toronto with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Cousins. Here's Rivers. This one for 3. And it's Cousins with the 3. Cousins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, dialing it up from distance, something we know DeMarcus Cousins has added to his bag.
They get it back. Here's Boucher. Here's Achua. And another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
Pass to Reed. Fires for 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Anunoby. High post Boucher. Plenty of space. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
On the wing, Rivers. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
On the wing, Rivers. It's stolen by Barnes. And he's going for the lob. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Cousins gets the bucket. Cousins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Van Vliet double team. Now here's Reed. Up and in on the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Here's Benton. He's got 7. With 4 on the clock. Off target at the rim. And so it's Toronto leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We'll be back in a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Siakam outside. And then Siakam with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Barnes with it. 9 points in the game. 5 to shoot. And the shot's good. Barnes has got 11 points.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Rejected by Siakam. Towns with room to shoot. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Doris with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
For 3, Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
And Toronto calls time here. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
McDaniels with the rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
From downtown, the shot won't fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Conley with the ball. Van Vliet covering. Left side, Young. Outside, Barnes. 5 on the clock. Outside Anunoby. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
3 points.
Anunoby's got 5 now.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
And they double up Edwards. Back to Conley. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
You can see the wingspan, the gifted athleticism of Mr. Chris Boucher.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's foul number 2 for him. The Raptors making a switch here. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Anunoby for 3. Rebound Minnesota. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Trying to get back on track. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off.
I can't stop, been feeling like I can't stop, feeling like I can't stop, yeah, I'll keep going, swear, yeah, I'll keep going, swear that I'll keep going, I'll keep going, swear, yeah, I'll keep going, and make them know the only way is up. We keep going, the only way is we keep going, yeah.
Keep it to myself and staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me don't need a thing.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Minnesota, the wash to Chicago. VanVleet wide open. Trent. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Getting high in the air. Gary Trent Jr. teaching the rim a lesson.
Towns wide open. Out to Conley for three. Toronto grabs the miss.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Here's McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam. Slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Out to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Edwards can't hit. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Pass to Pirtle.
Come get it, come get it.
The second chance effort. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Nice break. Here come the Raptors. And that one drops.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Now Towns. Following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. From the wing. Jump shot is good. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Raptors trailed by 4. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the triple. Edwards inside. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barnes. Towns with the steal. .144 left here in the first quarter. Conley with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here is Conley. He has 5. Pass to McDaniels. A tip. Here Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 8.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now Van Vliet. The kick out to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Conley up top. Gobert trying to get open. Conley's shot is off. Stolen by Conley. Towns with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Towns drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Back to Trent. Lets the three fly.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Rivers with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Rivers can't get it to go. Raptors trailed by 11. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Pass to Reed. Spins outside. Takes the three. No good there. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Here's more. It's good from about 19 feet. Toronto calls timeout.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Raptors making a switch here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Got a piece of it. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Rivers with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Prince misses. Launches it. Siakam trying to free himself up. And they get it back. Off target with his three. Minnesota leading by 11. Prince with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Pass to Rivers. Fires the three. Siakam pulls it in. And the Raptors with the ball. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here's Rivers. Back to Cousins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This is the look you want. High percentage. DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
To the paint. Banton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Banton. Over Conley. Banton's shot is off.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Back to Towns. Now here's McDaniels. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Siakam, right side. Basket good. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now Barton. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. McDaniels with the ball. 6 to shoot. Steps back. Conley for 3. Drills it from outside. Conley's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Timberwolves.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena.
Porque yo tengo todo, a mí las shorties me hacen coro. Que quiere foto, pa' que se le enoje el novio. I got it wrapped around my finger like a yo-yo. Just like a Lolo. A mí me gusta cómo habla la colombiana y cómo baila la PR y dominicana. Yo tengo labia, soy muy buena para el habla. Me dice capa, la Argentina vino de capa. Su novio me odia porque ella ya se le cae. Pero por si se pasa, traigo yo el y la chavala, atentamente la mexicana. Yo tengo el wow, dime con quién estaba.
Tengo todo lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo y por la cuarta vela. Y ando con un flow que te quema. Mira, se cree en G, no roba mi energía. Contacto y emociones, física y condiciones, música y aviones. No olvido cuando, pero se anda diciendo que tú lo estás perdiendo. El flow que tú te lleva, baby, no está teniendo. Cuando a ti te escuchan se quedan esquizos. No es por compromiso, pero puede estar mejor. Cuando a mí me escucha rompen hasta el piso. Lo mantengo listo porque tengo todo lo que le gusta a la nena. Labia, pata, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busquen candela. Si vienes presta, toda la baby le suena.
Tengo barras, tengo cash, tengo flow. I got what you like and I could get a little more. I go quieren y lo que quieren soy yo.
Tengo todo lo que le gusta a esa fiera. Tú tírame la ubi que mi le llega. Estamos entrando la disco y como un chicle se pega. Esa mami está dura, yo le rompí los esquemas. Ve, baila y suda lo que digan. Esa chica es extrema, Si me mira de noche la busca y destaca. Quiere meneo, no plata. Cuando viene de frente con esos ojitos bonitos color verde mata. No quiere men con corbata. Le gusta que llegue de una en silencio, romperla sin darle la lata. Porque tengo todo lo que le gusta a la nena. Labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque candela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo lo que le gusta a la nena. La labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque candela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena.
Thinking I can make as many songs. Call a lady when I haven't met her, but she only hit it on one cerebellum. If I say I love her, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I overzealous? But I know the feeling, and I'm never wrong. Swear that I've been gifted with a song, and a million it's intoxicated. Get way on your head like that. We can do like anything you want. I'm amazing, let it to my lady. I just want a pleasure. Check my catalog. In this life, I come across fans and I like to give my fans a rose. Curse of the talented, everywhere I go they wanna change clothes and pose. But my wife be in my dreams, bruh, no I couldn't see it. I saw her silhouette, I know I can. When I wake up alone, no, I just break out the phone. Thinking I can make as many songs about a lady when I haven't met her, but she only hit it on one cerebellum. If I say I love her, am I wrong? Am I overzealous? But I know the feeling, and I'm never wrong. Swear that I've been gifted with a song, and a million it's intoxicated. Get way on your head like that. We can do like anything you want. I'm amazing, let her to my lady. I just want a pleasure, check my catalog.
Thinking I can make this many songs about a lady, she be happy up, down. I be in my feelings, sometimes I be jealous, but I keep it like it's Machiavelli.
For me, nah, that's way too reckless. I'd get too jealous. Could you be from the east or overseas? I learned my lesson. I'm way too western. Could you be my? I'm just undressing all of these sections of my thinking too hard, thinking too hard. But I really wanna live. I can make as many songs about a lady when I haven't met her, but she only hit it on one cerebellum. If I say I love her, am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I overzealous? But I know the feeling, and I'm never wrong. Swear that I've been gifted with a song, and a million it's intoxicated. Get way on your head like that. We can do like anything you want. I'm amazing, let it to my lady. I just want a pleasure, check my catalog.
cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust.
Where that UV protection around me get. Be like the with my proximity, yeah. 40 SB ever just me, yeah. Neutrogena slide it when they sing for me, yeah. Supernova card, never be a star. I don't play guitar. I leave up a cart full of divinity, breaking apart for your burgundy heart. Don't know my place, no I'm running on Mars.
Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust. Let the cool kids don't with us. Soak it up, take the song with us. Step too long and return to dust. Step too long, you return to dust.
Dumb, it's a on some fun, dumb, button down, they no fun, on some yum. Take these tum-tums, all these dim sums, honey sugar like some plums, yeah. Supernova cards, never be a star. I don't play guitar. I leave up a cart full of the.
Now I'm starting to understand what's going on. It was on in front of me. I just had to go get it. Love. Love. Said I'm a tonight. I'ma call I might. Roll through the city. Bad little no sight. And I got a safe route. I'm trying to make it out. Won't do the for.
I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. So Detroit will get the first possession. Here's Cunningham. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And Sacramento has possession, following the score by Detroit.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Now
Now here's Cunningham. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Back to Bagley. Over Fox. And that one's good. Bagley's gotten his second bucket.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Pass to Barnes. It's blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Out to the right wing. Bagley for three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And it's the Kings ball. It's a three-point game.
And their number 4 overall pick, Keegan Murray, making a quick impact. One of the most efficient players in college basketball at Iowa last year. He went on to win MVP of the 2K23 Summer League. Can he become a rising star for the Kings? It'll be fun to watch. Well, the number 1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And Cunningham has to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Graham. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
The finish! And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And there it is, that speed of Fox, using it on that drive to pick up the foul in the process.
And guess what, guys? I mean, one of the ways De'Aaron Fox improved his skills growing up was playing 2K, learning the NBA game on 2K. I love it.
Here's Bagley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bagley's got his 3rd bucket of the night. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
And De'Aaron, playing 2K growing up, his dad encouraged him to observe. Take note.
Good advice. I mean, De'Aaron learned a lot about things like ball screens, pick and roll from playing video games, stuff like that. I mean, Fox used 2K as a way to study the game of basketball.
Here's Cunningham. That one no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Fox. Rebounded by the Pistons.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Out to Bagley. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Fox outside. It's tipped. Down low. Another shot. Sabonis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings. Murray can score in a multitude of ways, Grant.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. I mean, he can feast from the post, the mid-range, and the three-point line as well. He always plays under control at his own pace, and that's why he looks so fluid out there on the floor. And this is what makes Ivy special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
The Pistons trailing. Nice move. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Here's Ivy. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. The kick out to Walker. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. Walker's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Ivy. And it's all tied up. Ivy's got his second basket on the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The three from Mitchell. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Wiseman. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. And the Pistons making a change here.
Now returning on the floor to your Pistons,
Here's Hayes. It's Hampton on the wing. Pass to Wiseman. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Pistons ahead, leading by just
18. Give a big round of applause for your.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Pass to Stewart. Uncovered. Good on the bucket. Stewart's got his first points in this one.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
The Pistons leading. Bogdanovich on the wing. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here's Wiseman. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Barnes. Fires the three. Rebound Detroit. All right, time for an injury report. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Domantas Sabonis is doing. Allie?
Hey guys, Sacramento's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. He's ruled out return, and we'll just have to see how long the recovery will take.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some fouls.
A three, Hampton sinks the tray.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Monk for three. The shot comes out, and Detroit will go the other way with it.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Team substitution.
Here's Hampton. Averaging around 5 points a game. There's the three. Bogdanovich, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Stewart. Banked it in off the glass. Stewart's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Kings made a big trade last season to acquire All-Star Domantas Sabonis. It's clear they want to break from their lead-long playoff drought, and they're hoping he can help them do it. He said, quote, "It's exciting. I want to be here. We're going to fight and get wins." Back to you.
Now they're all in, Allie. Thank you. Back to Stewart. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Baseline jumper. Hayes misses.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Look out below. You got no chance of defending him right there. And seems hard to believe, but it's been almost 40 years since the Kings moved to Sacramento.
And, you know, maybe they haven't hung any banners, but they've had some special players and some great seasons in that time. And they mean a lot to that community. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
So both teams changing it up. Here. The Kings trailing. Here's Lyles. Some solid defense from Stewart. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit. And that one misses.
At the line, your Pistons.
Detroit with the ball.
At the line for one.
A minute 53 left in the first half. Stewart, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Out to the wing. Hayes for three. Fires in the triple. And the Pistons lead by 8.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
The first one falls.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And here's Hayes. 5 points in the game. Outside Bogdanovich. 4-3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Stewart. Out to the right wing. And here's Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wiseman. Rebound by the Kings. Outside Monk. And he lays it up and in. Monk's got 7 now in this quarter.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Left side Barnes. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D. Outside Bagley. Pass to Ivy. 3-pointer. Len pulls it in. And it's Sacramento's ball. Trailing by 8. Well, Grant, Ivey gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Here's Fox. Cunningham with some nice D.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Duren. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 12-point Pistons lead.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area. Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Over to the wing. And here's Ivey from the arc. Here's Duren. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. Here's Duren. And he jams it home with authority.
At 6'11", it's a short trip for Duren up to the rim, and the rookie powers it down with enthusiasm.
And yep, it's good. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Duren. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Duren's got 8.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Fox. Got a piece of it. Right side Bagley. It's Walker on the wing. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Murray for 3.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Pass to Bagley. Kicks it out to Cunningham. From deep 3-point range. Drains the triple. He's got 6.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
3-pointer, Fox.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
The Kings with timeout. Keeping up all here are your Pistons, Denver.
Here's Herder. He's got 5. The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound. Fox outside. Back to Barnes. To halt the run. The shot that time not on target. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is a competitor. He said, I want to win. I know there's more that I can do. just trying to create a spark, some type of energy. You can talk about what you did in high school and college, but you have to take it to a totally different level if you want to be one of those guys in the league. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Pass to Hampton from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Stolen by Burks. Here's Wiseman. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Detroit? Now here's Barnes. Shot from the wing. Here's Metu. Boom! He jams it straight down.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Pass to Stewart. Outside Burks. For three, Hampton. It's Hampton on the wing. Now here's Wiseman. He has 6. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. Outside Stevenson. Pass to Burks. For three, Hampton. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the game. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
Take up on me some more. Since you walk through the door, you been baby around and you were leaving, baby. Time is precious, gonna keep me, baby. Maybe one day when it's you, my lady, better check up and go see on the daily. Now I'm a missus, but it's me. Pray that one day I can make a payment. I've been down for a minute, now I'm getting up. It ain't hard to see that the young and be stuck. Speak on my name, but they won't say too much. I see him in club and they still show me love. Don't with a fake, but they can't get enough. She won't even fuss. Give me 2 minutes and I run amok. I ain't looking at shawty, I see that you nasty, see that you can be, see that you cannot see to get it past me. When if you ever gonna let the past be? If this ain't what you wanna, leave it gladly. If I've been looking at you from one badly, that's something you told me I could. Now I really got you. Don't living lavish, I'm trying to find the right passage. But got the message, told me go and get the package. I'm like Dennis the Menace, Serena with tennis. We don't get no second chances. 2-1-6 up in it, free my brother took it. If you ain't know, better know this. I need a tell her go grab me. Now she claiming that she love it, yeah. Get the roses by the dozen, yeah. Baby, take you out in public. Mess around until the sun hits. I ain't playing, I ain't frontin'. Didn't start this off for nothing, yeah. I pulled up on you, baby, like what's good. I can take you on trips, show you the hood. Ain't nobody gonna take you, I wish that they wouldn't. I'm bad in this sack, cause I'm misunderstood, yeah, yeah. I need a take up on me some more. Since you walk through the door, you've been
don't even think that you're doing this.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Big chain around my neck, so these on rich. And I don't need with the big stack in this purse, so these on working. I'm holding this in my Birkin. Got a whole that L trying to come for my pen. I'm really finna make another M. Now tell me how the I'm in the wrong if I don't want the he still ain't with the be working. I make moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. I'm a real fantasy. I'll for a broke handle me. Bitch energy. Y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. Garcia's but ain't never finna buy. Sorry. Take me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister. You really need to come and get your mister. Seen all my ops linked up in a picture. Everybody look busted, injured. Stalking my page, probably want in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. I'm a real fantasy. I for a broke handle me. Bitch energy. Y'all And I'm sick of y'all trying it. RC's but ain't never finna buy bad running my pack. Some lame broke all in my way. Clear 'em. Chains ain't making no noise, they ain't big enough. Wildin' on the boat on the island. When I better make 'em throw the tile in. One, I'ma have my fun. Teacup, I can fit a in my purse. Which one of y'all wanna go first? Spicy, ain't it out built like me? I run probably how I gotta deal with Nike. Beefin', you just mad we ain't speaking. And I'm the one that put the roof where you sleepin'. Phony, I don't need no new homies. I'm the reason all of my ops ain't homeless.
Board members.
Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
This is their last game against this team. They're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played so very well.
Well, I think they have the mindset to get this sweep as long as they don't take this team lightly because they've already beaten them this season.
And guess what, guys? I mean, one of the ways De'Aaron Fox improved his skills growing up was playing 2K, learning the NBA game on 2K. I love it.
6 to shoot. Here's Duren. Nice D from Sabonis. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's Fox. And Ivy pulls it down. And De'Aaron, playing 2K growing up, his dad encouraged him to observe. Take note.
Good advice. I mean, De'Aaron.
And who can move like this? Let me see what I could do right quick. My people were made in who's like this. Boy fly, they never flew like this. Pitch black butterfly from the other side. Somebody's style was lost, it wasn't mine. I'm in a small demographic of real ones dealing with all things classic. King's fabric, linen and silk. From the home of the solid gold, honey and milk. The ones who built it from the mud, soil, the sand, a black man. The world in the skin of his hand. Pop Della Sop when I shine beyond Stella. Fella, Kwame and Crummer. Mandela, leader, truth teller. The ink well dweller. My pen signs a New York Times bestseller. When I move, y'all move in my wake. I generate how to never move weak. I demonstrate celebrating my peeps when I innovate. For my dons and divas, weighing odds and evens to the non-believers, vagabonds and heathens, achievers. We ain't satisfied with dreaming. Long as I'm still breathing, watch how I move. The whole world following our back. When we move, the whole world following our back.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Golden State Warriors. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group. Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
A key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Bagley, no good. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Cunningham up top. They get it again. Here's Duren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of this.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They won the first game against this team, but he is not taking anything for granted. He wants his players to be even more assertive offensively this time. He said, I think we can dictate things a little more. Maybe force those guys into defensive matchups they dislike. Find points that way. Well, we'll see if they can do that and go up 2-0 tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, well, you better not ignore the other side of the ball. It doesn't matter how many points you score if you get absolutely no stops on defense.
And Detroit has possession. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Here's Bagley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Keegan Murray.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
And so Bagley nails them both.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made. Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Pistons trailed by 4. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. Offline with his 3. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoff.
And it's sent back by Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. The unique skill set Sabonis possesses is really outstanding. This man is a versatile scorer, a talented rebounder, and is an exceptional passer also.
At the line for 2.
Richard, teams love to have a big man like Sabonis who they can run their offense through, don't they?
Yeah, he's got triple-double potential every time he steps on the floor. Look, he gets on the glass, his passing is so perfect, and then he's a great presence down low.
Here's Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Kings leading now by 7. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Walker. The kick out to Cunningham. Walker in the post. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Bagley, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Duren slams it in.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Davis gets a wide open look. Pass to Mitchell. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Monk. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Shots good by Duren.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And they get it back. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Like what? Like what is going on right now?
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. And the basket by Hampton.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
The shot by Monk is no good.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
To Bagley. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Pass to Davis. In the corner, it's Monk. The 17-footer. That one a little long. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento. Pistons trail by 6. And it's Stewart, top of the key. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Pass to Stewart. Tries it again. And he sinks the layup. Stewart's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pistons.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop some dimes.
Pass to Wiseman. Back to Hayes. And the three ball is good. Hayes has got 5 now.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Back from outside. Wiseman with the rebound. Pistons trail by 3. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the left side wing. Hampton misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox can be so slippery on the drive, making those little adjustments to get by the defense.
Stewart up top. Pass to Hayes. Back to Stewart. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Wide open look. And he drops that one in.
And you got to respect that shoot-first mentality of Bogdanovich. Always under control. And how about the balance?
In the corner. Herter with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Got that one up quick. And now a 9-point Sacramento lead.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. That can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report.
Well, the father of Domantas Sabonis, Arvydas, named to the NBA 75 All-European team. Arvydas 7'3" and just so skilled.
Hayes with it. Now guarded by Fox.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Detroit, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
They're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Stewart down low. It's hauled in by the Kings. And Greg, what was it like playing with the 7'3" Arvydas when you were in the NBA together?
Kevin, we had a couple of years together in Portland, and I'll tell you what, he was an incredible passer. Really made me a better cutter because he was the first guy I played with that could make all the passes no matter where he was on the floor. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hayes has got 9 points in the quarter.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And here's Stewart. And it's Wiseman at the elbow. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Wiseman. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 on the clock. Now, here's Hampton. Wiseman with the ball. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Monk.
Oh, nice job by Wiseman to get some contact while in the act. Heady play.
That one misses. Mitchell wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings. Outside, Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so we conclude the first half. Kings lead by 14. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
Bagley, no good. Inside, and the dunk by Barnes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Ivy with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Good on the three-point shot.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Here's Turin. Now Cunningham. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Nice defense there from Sabonis, getting his timing just right to come up with the block.
Kings leading now by 15. Here's Fox. A shake. And it's Fox with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ivy. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Cunningham for 3.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
The wide open look here for Fox. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
And Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off and earning every penny of that deal.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Herter. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Herter's got 12.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Kept alive. Here's Bagley. And the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fox inside the line. It's intercepted. Left side, Walker. Outside, Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Fox, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Cunningham. Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
And offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Here's Ivy. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ivy's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, DA.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento. Over the last few seasons, the Kings have been near the bottom of the defensive rating. And, GA, that is a problem.
Yeah, I think they've tried to address that a little in the draft, taking Davion Mitchell back in 21, but it's been a consistent issue in Sacramento.
It's Fox with the drive. Got a hand on it.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Right side Bagley. Here's Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Cunningham outside. Outside for Bagley. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham's shot is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he can't hit the second. Pistons trailed by 15 with the drive and the dunk by Hampton.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
3 seconds left. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Sacramento Kings looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter.
The Pistons, 44.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kings leading now by 13. Sabonis inside. And that one is off. The Pistons go the other way with it. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Back to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And get used to seeing that for years to come. Wiseman working in that pick and roll action and cashing in.
But no one around him. No good from outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Hampton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Hampton. It's good from long range.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pistons trailed by 8. Pass to Cunningham. And here is Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside, Fox. To the inside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside for Bagley. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Timeout called by the Kings. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Outside for Bagley. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Assist from?
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Fox, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Duren. And he lays it straight in. Now just a 3-point Kings lead.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Cunningham with it. Outguarded by Murray. Doubled by Fox. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Duren. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. They led by as many as 18 points. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Down low. Here's Bagley. Count the basket. Bagley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Ivy. Driving in. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Big-time
everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And Fox gets it to go.
Flashing that creativity is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
To the paint. Here's Durant. Doesn't go that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Pass to Murray. Now here's Fox. Fox is double. For the three. Herter, no good. Right side to Walker. Cunningham on the wing. And here's Bagley. He's defended by Herter. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The kick out to Barnes. Good!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what you're saying.
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
The Kings making a switch here. Now, here's Ivy. Outside, Walker. Pass to Bagley.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray for 3. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to... And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Cunningham with it. There's the pick. Pass to Ivy. Here's Bagley to take the lead. Barnes grabs the miss. And here is Fox.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Here's Durant. And Durant slams it in.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done. But now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
And here are the Kings now. Outside Fox. There's the drive. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Here's Fox. Bagley with the block.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
And I
tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Answering the bell, Sabonis. Big time, guys.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Cunningham. To the middle. And finished off by Bagley.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Ivy. Tries again. Marvin Bagley again. Bagley's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Fox, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Pass to Ivy. Outside, Walker. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Walker. Pocket 6. And he commits the intentional. Foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Monk. Money!
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Pass to Duren. And here's Ivy. To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Fox with the steal.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby goodnight.
Monk with the ball. At the top of the key, Sabonis. To the paint. Yes!
Keeping them in this. Sabonis showing no fear, taking the big shot.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Detroit calls timeout. And make some noise for your 916 crew.
Here's Ivy. No good. Here's Duren. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Now Cunningham. Pass to Bagley. Now here's Ivy. Back to Bagley. Fox with the steal. And he drives in. And it's blocked.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
To take the lead. And that one's good. Barnes. And the Kings lead by 2.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. Here's Bagley. Tries again. He lays it in. Bagley's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Timeout called by the Kings. And here now the Kings. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Sabonis off with the layup. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham on the wing. Pistons passing it around. Shots good by Duren.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
We love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
The kick out to Cunningham. Top of the key, Bagley. Here's Ivey. Out defending. Cunningham outside. Just 4 to shoot. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of the leader.
Here's Monk. Rebound by the Pistons. There's 53 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. Outside, Bagley. Off target with his 3.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Cunningham. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Pass to Ivey. Kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Bagley. Oh, off target. Out left to the wing. Goes back up. Fade away. Oh, no good. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Here's Fox with plenty of... It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
0 on the clock as he drains the game winner.
Heroes finishing.
Bourré, bourré, ratatam, bisous, bisous, tous mes rageux. Instagram, gif et pix, post et like.
Because Brian did something spectacular. He'd come off a 50-point Tracy McGrady performance. I set all my game plans to cover and pressure McGrady, and he did score a lot with Tracy, but he also had 7 assists, so as soon as I...
Arrête le rap, t'es trop... Alerte, attaque de troll, c'est trop louche. Me
me clash parce que je suis trop lourde. J'étais ma Twitter. Y'a des commentaires abusés, il paraît que je suis la cible. Je ne me sens pas visée. Moi je suis une go, ouais j'ai pas de... Pourtant juste les... Et la michto, cherche mes dossiers tour à Cheetos. J'ai jamais pour un fit, oh. Et la michto, cherche mes dossiers tour à Cheetos. J'ai jamais pour un fit. La réussite est une fragilité. Ils feront tout pour te limiter. Mon bouclier c'est ma virilité. Hey, yo, j'assume pleinement ma féminité. J'ai des compétences et de l'habilité. C'est pour ça qu'ils veulent entacher ma dignité. Ni la michto, cherche mes dossiers tour à Cheetos. J'ai jamais ken pour un fit. Oh, Ni la michto, cherche mes dossiers tour à Cheetos. J'ai jamais ken pour un fit.
Les petites marionnettes bien profondes. Aide la puissance, ainsi fond, les petites lunettes bien profondes, fond, 3 petits clics et puis s'en vont.
Hey, I really love my I hope she don't take me for granted. I really spent $500,000 on the house for granted. I'm really out here dancing, I'm really not romantic. I really got that patty. Hey, I really know it's daddy. I really ran and got it out the mud. I seen turn. Now all the way on the west side with my chain out. I done seen some of the best. Keep my head up.
I done seen some of the best. Seen I made mama throw a fish fry. You can get your whip wash if you donate them $1 or $2. We could never be one cahoot. That'll be hard for us to do. Yeah, I don't cut these. I'm just in it for one thing. A lot of me don't care the truth. T-Rex my right. Won't you just be my? I've been through so much before, so it'd be hard to show emotion. I gotta close my eyes to see my thoughts now. Walked in there with all my chains, and that's how I'm gonna walk out. And no, we do not be for fame. Get walked down, they ain't pick him up. He got my own. Creep me and I forgive. You know it, make the world spin, dollar bill. When he in the deep end, he be playing defense. A week. He got sharks around him.
I really ran and got it out the mud. I seen turn. Now all the way on the west side with my chain out. I done seen some of the best. Keep my head up.
I really went and got it out the mud. I seen turn. What you now? All the way on the west side with my chains out. I done seen some of the best. Keep my head up.
Had to get back on it, caught these trying to steal the style. Talking like you in that field, you better not get caught out of bounds. With me Vikings, if they see some sweet, they take it down. You know I couldn't break it down. Red key, orange seats, nectarine. Out here sleep, boy, my purse bigger than your dream. They put money in my pocket, I respect it. I'm in some phone, I can't pronounce it, they John European. Really told them get. They weren't showing enough love, I finessed them at it. I don't give a. I really still get active. I will that in traffic. Right now. Prefer my.
Really went and got it out the. You know Gucci do my bucket Supreme 35 years. Real tales 50,000 each of my uncles and it's appeal them. Told efforts on our own, no we don't feel them. I really get them through the hunt. I really know they watching if you see me playing down forever gon' have that. Fourth quarter had it over, you know Gotti by the year. I still miss him.